Good afternoon. A Russian military strike on Europe's biggest nuclear power plant has been branded reckless. The Foreign Secretary said those behind it need to be held to account. The 6 reactors at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear site do appear to be intact, but the site is now under Russian control. 3 people were killed. Initial fears of a radiation leak not seen since Chernobyl may have been averted, but we've seen further harrowing footage of the attacks elsewhere in Ukraine. John Ray has more.
The world needed no warning of the perils posed by the war in Ukraine to lands far beyond its borders. But in the Russian attack on Europe's biggest nuclear reactor, a terrible reminder of how much is at stake.
Російські війська атакували Запорізьку атомну станцію.
Russia had risked an explosion 6 times the magnitude of Chernobyl, President Volodymyr Zelensky said.
It is extremely concerning that forces are prepared to do this. We've called for an urgent meeting of the UN Security Council. This is a threat to European security and stability, and we need those responsible to be held to account.
The plant is now in Russian hands. The fires extinguished, radiation levels normal. One catastrophe averted amid disaster after disaster. These smouldering ruins are the remains of the town of Borodyanka, northwest of the capital, after airstrikes and artillery shells pounded a residential area. The Russians are bombarding Ukraine into submission. And it is the same grim story in the port city of Mariupol.
They use bombs, they use rockets, multiple launch rocket systems, everything he has. Its target is both hospitals, schools, kindergartens.
In Brussels, NATO's foreign ministers are holding another emergency meeting.
We condemn the attacks on civilians, and over the night we have also seen reports about the attack against the nuclear power plant. This just demonstrates the recklessness of this war and the importance of ending it, and the importance of Russia withdrawing all its troops.
But as the aftermath of the attack on the nuclear plant proves, it might be that Vladimir Putin is intent on victory at any cost. John Ray, ITV News.
Right, let's go straight to Ukraine then. And Richard Gaisford is in the west of the country. Richard, we've just been seeing some of the terrible pictures of the devastation caused, but you've kind of witnessed some of the community there coming together.
Yeah, it really is the most incredible war effort in cities like this, buoyed perhaps by these hourly broadcasts from President Zelensky that are put on the loudspeakers throughout city centres. We've seen large groups of people gathering glass bottles to create petrol bombs, an arsenal as a last line of defence against incoming Russian tanks and troops. There's a big volunteer centre here that's taking in donations, distributing supplies to soldiers. Yesterday it was more than 1,000 pairs of waterproof boots. The City Council also putting, Chris, up these electronic signs at the side of roads telling any incoming Russian soldiers that they are not wanted, that there are bullets waiting here for them and not flowers. The tension, I would say, is definitely rising, not just because of the situation with the nuclear power station, but more air raid warnings by the day as Russian jets circle overhead.
OK, Richard, keep safe and thank you very much. Thousands of people are still fleeing Ukraine every day, with the pressure building on the UK to take more refugees. Let's get more from this from our political correspondent David Wood, who's in Westminster. David, the Home Secretary is on her travels today. What's the latest?
Yes, the extended visa scheme for Ukrainians who want to come to the UK has been launched this morning. They'll need some form of extended family link to the country, and it's thought around 200,000 Ukrainians will qualify it. And the Home Secretary is expected to visit Poland during the day, where she will meet some of those refugees who would like to come to the UK. But I've been speaking to some MPs here in Westminster, some even within government, that are concerned that the visa scheme is too complicated and they want it simplified. The Home Office says it will expand the number of people who process applications, as it expects the number of applications to increase in the coming weeks. NATO foreign ministers are meeting today to condemn President Putin, but they will also want to send a message to those fleeing that they will be helped to safety.
OK, David, thank you. That is the latest from us for now. We'll have much more on the invasion and today's developments on the lunchtime news at 1:30 here on ITV. Until then, bye-bye.